It's the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs, and it's all up next.
For the second straight year, Harrison Butker has the honors, and we are underway in Super Bowl 58. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Mike Edwards picks it up, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Love back to it here after the pick six. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trent McDuffie getting the chance to blitz and finishing it off with a sack. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. He's got him in. Complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 76 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. And after all that, he's going to wind up in the end zone. And incredibly, that's a two-point conversion.
Well, that's something you don't see all that often, and a lot of people may not even know the rule.
Well, that's why I tried to say during the play-by-play call, hey, that's a live football.
Yeah, I love the fact that you knew that rule and were able to follow through on the call. Excellent. Well done.
And a very unorthodox two-point conversion results. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 40 yards. And the Chiefs have regained the lead.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to... They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the hook up with Downs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. On 1st and 10, Love. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. Touchdown, Packers! Jaden Reed, 58 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shot. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice. Sure with the ball, it didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get over... game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 50 yards rushing for him now in the opening quarter of this Super Bowl. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yep, the lanes are there. Go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
And just shedding him off there. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 62 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats. So that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely...
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. No, bottle that fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. Touchdown, Packers! It's a kickoff return score on a squib kick. And the Packers are an extra point away from taking the lead in this Super Bowl. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And they'll accept that penalty. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Sheds off the tackle. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. He brings the kickoff back 85 yards. And the Chiefs have yet again retaken the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. They're going to try and run. And he is up and over for the 2 points. teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. His offense ready to go again. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well.
There he goes, left side. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, 82 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. Love throwing for it.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead.
And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run it.
Does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Now a hit and a loose football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks, and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example of that.
And the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
84 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. On first down, they go back to Pacheco.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco,
His second touchdown of this Super Bowl as they have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone. Pushing his way through. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 18. Love now. Sliding out of the pocket. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Mahomes working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Pacheco going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. A dump down to McKinnon. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jarek McKinnon. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker. We'll have to see what that's about.
So illegal touching, Charles. If you set foot out of bounds as a receiver, you can't be the first to touch it. And we are back. Biggest game at ball, and both teams ready for the start of the 2nd quarter.
Butker now to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Now a second down throw for Love here.
Looking deep here for Dobbs.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there at 22. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Love being chased out left. They shakes it off. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
The plan was clear.
LaFleur loudly voicing his objections to that previous call. He's going to throw out the rush. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Jones will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You have 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got.
Illegal forward pass, offense.
Since that one, he got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt, so he was clearly over the line.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Packers pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment. In the Super Bowl, you think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall him on. What a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. Throwing after the interception. Love. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action. Love to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Love from the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Tucker Kraft.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. Love going to throw for it.
And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice game. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot down.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chiefs continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Love now to pass on first down.
Now this aired out deep for Reed.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So it's halftime here.
One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
25 yards that time. To throw, it's Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
And Mahomes is going to keep it.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose, and the Packers pick it up.
And give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And he's out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Working out of the gun. Love. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Rolling to his left. And oh my goodness, here's it. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
Always costs nicely to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Rashee Rice.
39 yards.
And the Chiefs will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy because now you're either kicking the football.
In trouble and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game.